Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game on Sports. We are in Mesquite, Texas. I'm going to tell you it is a fantastic place, but it's not a great day. A little chilly, wind blowing straight into our faces. And Tyler and I just a little behind getting everything set up. I'll get the lineups to you. We are here for the West Mesquite Wranglers and the Highland Park Scots. This is a district game. This is the JV game here for the 10 o'clock start. And at 12 noon, we will have the two varsity squads for you today. I'm Rob Davis along with cameraman Tyler Presley. I want to thank Tyler Van Dam back in master control, we'll call it. Fred Garner for being the man with Game On Sports. Let me quickly run through the batting order for the Scots about to come up. Sophie Keenan will lead off. She'll play short. Kate Rogers, the pitcher, hits second. Caitlin Richard, center fielder, at third. Kate Joyner, the catcher, hitting fourth. Olivia Carroll will follow from playing third base. Elena Altschuler, the first baseman. Anna Anslinger, the left fielder. Audrey Teeples, the second baseman. And Naisa Long, the right fielder. I will have to set the defense for the Lady Wranglers later. Just getting the lineups right here before game time. I can tell you that the pitcher, first pitch, misses, bouncing to the plate. The pitcher is Ortiz. That ball bounced and hit the batter. Therefore, we have a base runner. Taken right off with a base runner. Next pitch, also inside, gets away from the catcher, and Sophie Keenan moves all the way now down to second base. Having to play catch up now on my scorebook. 1-0. Kate Rogers. Ground ball foul. This is kind of close, maybe too close to the field for Tyler and I. Caitlin Richard is on deck. The next pitch to Rogers, a bunt attempt goes foul. That'll be a ball and 2 strikes now. Runner on second, nobody out, top of the first. Just getting our footing. Third baseman and first baseman are way in, still looking for the bunt, even with 2 strikes, and now they back off. Ortiz pitch on the outside corner. That's going to be a called third strike. 1 down. That'll bring up Caitlin Richard. We have Caitlin, and Kate. 2, 3, 4 in the batting order. Richard is the center fielder. I say Richard. There's also a Richard, but I'm thinking it's Richard. She fakes the bunt, and Keenan steals third unopposed, just jogging down to third as the third baseman was well in front of the bag. So Richard now with a chance to drive in the game's first run. That ball bounces, it gets away, and here comes Keenan, and she's across easily for the first run of the game. Hit by pitch, move up on a wild pitch, steal a base, score on a wild pitch. 1-0 Scots in the first inning. A ball and a strike now to Richard. Looks at one high. I'm hoping the wind dies down because it's making keeping score difficult. Ortiz next pitch, bounces at the plate, 3-1. Richard looking for something to hit. Third baseman still well in front of the bag, as is the first baseman. Second baseman cheating towards first base. Shortstop at a regular position. That pitch is way outside, and that'll be ball 4. 1 on, 1 out, and 1 in, and that'll bring up Kate Joyner, the catcher. She Did a little pinch running in the varsity game on Saturday. First pitch to Joyner. Shows bunt, and that'll be a steal for Richard. Easy stolen base. Pitch was called a ball. Ortiz next pitch. Bounces one in. 2-0 now. This is the JV game, varsity to follow. First baseman and third baseman now back up. 2-0 to Joyner. Swing and a ball in the air, but gonna go foul on the right field side. 2 balls and a strike. Joyner looking for something to wrap into the outfield, possibly bring in a run. Olivia Carroll's on deck to be followed by Elena Altschuler. That pitch is high. Joyner ducks underneath it. Nice little complex out here. 4 ballparks, all with artificial turf, and that will be both ball 4 and a hit by pitch. I'm going to just, for ease of scoring, I'm going to just call it ball 4. That puts runners at first and second. There is 1 out. Double play and infield fly rule now in effect. That brings up Olivia Carroll, the third baseman. Ortiz going to be talked to by the coach. Let me see if I got the JV coach's name. Miriam Hernandez is the varsity coach who runs the program for West Mesquite, the Lady Wranglers. And there's a spot on the score sheet, the lineup sheet for coach, and it is blank. So I apologize for that. A little bit of a drive down here from Plano and Prosper. Got here a little later than anticipated. There's a bunt attempt, and it's going to be a steal of second and third. Third baseman not aware that the steal was happening. Both runners move up on the double steal. 2 stolen bases in the inning for Richard. Also 1 for Keenan and now 1 for Joyner. Carroll, a strike on her. That first pitch, the next pitch misses. And up, they say it got her. Another hit by pitch. And that loads the bases. Elena Altschuler will come up now. Cooking going on in the kitchen for the Lady Scots. 1 in and the bases loaded, only 1 out in the first. Ortiz. Another pitch down in the dirt. Altschuler, the first baseman. There's a good pitch down the middle, swing and a miss. 1-1 now. Richard at third, Joyner on second, Carroll on first. Altschuler, the first baseman, looking for something to hit. There's a nice pitch. 1-2 now. And Altschuler swings through there, and now we got runners going crazy. I don't know. I'm going to call that a strikeout, and then apparently some of the runners must have thought there were 2 outs, but it draws no throws, no action from the Wranglers. 2 outs now. And that'll bring up Anna Anslinger, Ava Anslinger, the left fielder. First pitch fouled right back at Tyler and I. If I had a glove, I might have caught that. Of course, the fence was in the way. Anslinger looking to extend the inning. Swings through a ball on the inside. 0-2 now. Still wearing her hoodie top. 0-2. Tried to get her to go fishing on a low pitch. Didn't work. One ball, two strikes. Ortiz pitch, swung on, swing and a miss. That's strike three, and that will retire the side. So Ortiz hits a couple, walks one, and gives up a run, but does get three strikeouts. That's the end of the top half of the first. The Lady Scots lead 1-0. This is Highland Park Scots Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. Bottom of the first now. The Lady Scots take the field. Kate Rogers on the mound. Kate Joyner behind the plate for the Scots. We'll set their defense in a moment. First pitch, that very much like the first pitch for West Mesquite. Makes contact with the batter, and Ereste is on first. That'll bring up Solis, the shortstop. Rogers' next pitch. Down in the dirt, throw down to second on a steal attempt. We'll give her a stolen base. And the potential tying run is now in scoring position. Rogers needs to wait for the umpire. Juarez now on deck, and then Luke, the center fielder, followed by Favela. And that also will make contact with the batter. Rogers having difficulty finding the strike zone as we get going. I'll bring up Juarez now, the third baseman. That pitch will miss, so going to throw down to third. And that'll be a stolen base. Runner on first hangs on to what she had. So runners first and third now, nobody out. A ball, no strikes. The wind, swing and a miss. Runner takes second, no throw from Joyner. Runners now on second and third. Rogers looking for her first out. Ball misses just inside. Tyler and I are closer to the action than we probably would like. That'll be a ball down. Knocked down at the plate by Joyner. keeps it in front of her. Gets away on the throwback. But Teeples is in behind to keep the runners at second and third. 3-1 now. I'll get a strike call there. That'll make it a full count. Rogers' next pitch just a little high and away, and that loads the bases. Brings up Luke, the center fielder. Rogers' pitch, that's one of the best pitches she's thrown so far today. Difficult to get loose in this very cold wind. Next pitch bounces, makes contact with the batter, and that will tie the score since the bases were loaded. That moves everybody up around. Luke will get an RBI and a hit by pitch. 3 hit batters and a walk, not a good start. Next pitch is low and away to Favela, the designated hitter. Next pitch misses outside. Three 3-0 now. Roger working quick, having difficulty finding the zone. Swing and a miss. 3-1 now. Foul ball towards third. That'll give us a full count now. Three and 2 to Favela, looking for the first out. And that'll be ball 4. Favela will get a RBI. Forcing in a run, 2-1. Now the Lady Wranglers lead the Scots. Rogers still looking for the first out of the inning. First pitch just outside. Next pitch is going to be up and away. Trunkhill, the left fielder, now in the batter's box for the Lady Wranglers. That'll miss low. Quickly 3-0 now. Ortiz, the pitcher, is on deck. And that will be ball 4. Ortiz, the pitcher now, 3-1. The Lady Wranglers lead the Lady Scots now. Rogers pitch, good looking pitch for a strike. Just misses inside. 1-1 now. Ortiz chokes up about 3 inches on the bat. Don't see that much anymore. Pitch will be inside and down and made some contact. And that will bring in another run. And back-to-back hit by pitches with the bases loaded. Getting to be an ugly inning here in the first for the Scots. 5-1. And that's the 5-run rule in the first. Watching Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. Here we go now with the top half of the second inning. Audrey Teeples will lead it off for the Lady Scots, trailing 5-1. April Burns' squad needs to get on the comeback trail. Ortiz back out for her second inning. Had 3 strikeouts in the first. She also walked 2 and hit 2 and gave up a run. Teeples is the second baseman for the Lady Scots. Gonna say that one missed inside, 2-0. Again, I'm just calling what I see. Not trying to be an umpire. There's a pitch on the corner for a strike. 2 balls and a strike. I have an unofficial book and an unofficial look, I guess you could say. Naisa Long, the right fielder, on deck. That'll miss down low. 3-1 now to Teeples. There's a pretty pitch. Ortiz starting to reel it in. 3-2 now for Teeples. She fouls that one. Ooh, nice pitch on the inside corner. Teeples caught looking at strike 3. 1 down, that'll bring up Naisa Long, the right fielder. Bottom of the batting order for the Lady Scots. Sophie Keenan on deck. This pitch is a strike. Catch a little of the outside corner. 4 strikeouts on the early go for Ortiz. Kicks and fires, just misses inside. Monday morning during spring break, we're out in Mesquite, Texas for the JV and varsity softball games. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now to Long. So if you're not on spring break, why aren't you out here supporting the team? Plenty of good seats still available. Plenty of time to come on out for the varsity. Maybe even enough time to get here and see some of this game. We're at 1717 McKenzie Road in Mesquite, 75151, if you want to put that into your GPS and make it out here. Ortiz pitch. It's going to be called strike 3. 2 up, 2 down. Pair of strikeouts looking. That'll bring us back to the top of the order. Keenan with 5 strikeouts the first time through the order. Also walked 2 and hit 2. Gave up a run to Keenan, the shortstop, who now bats. She was hit by the first pitch of the game. She looks at one down at her feet this time. Swings through a good pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Keenan. There's also a Keenan on the varsity. I'm sure they're related. Popped up towards third. Going to land in the field, but no play made. Still 1-2 now. Happy Pie Day. Tyler wanted me to make sure I got that in. Next pitch is going to miss down low. 3.14, which is the beginnings of the pie. Also, if you connect the top of the 4, turn it around in the mirror, it looks like P-I-E. Swing and a miss. They'll have to make the play to first or tag her out. They'll make the throw down. And that'll be 3 up, 3 down in the top half of the second. 3 strikeouts for Ortiz gives her 6 through the first 2 innings. We go now to the bottom half of the second. with the Lady Wranglers leading the Lady Scots 5-1. You're watching Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. And with the throw down to second, we're ready to go in the bottom half of the second inning. Kate Rogers back on the mound. The right fielder Aguilar will step up first for the Lady Wranglers. Rogers' first pitch up high. Next pitch misses down low, 2-0. Oh. Oh, getting a little warning on the ball bucket outside the fence down the third base side. 2-0 now to Aguilar. Rogers' next pitch, gonna bounce that one in, 3-0. And he's going to miss with ball 4, and that puts a runner on to start the second inning. Brings up Ready, the leadoff batter. Throw down to second on the steal attempt. Good arm from Joyner, just a little off target, and there's a stolen base. As Rete, the second baseman, hit by a pitch the first time up. Ball down by her feet. Gonna miss with that one down low. And I'm saying as Rete, that's just the way it looked like what the coach wrote. I have no idea if the spelling was right or if the pronunciation is even close. Ground ball towards third. Oh, Carroll just can't quite make the play. Off her glove, she'll knock it down. Moving towards second base. We're going to call that one an infield hit. The first hit of the game, and that will also move Aguilar to second base. And I expect to see Azrete taking off on this first pitch. First pitch down in the dirt. Good arm from Joyner. Just can't make the catch at second, and coming in on the backside of what could have been a double steal is Aguilar to score. We're going to call that one advance. Well, I guess we'll call that a stolen base. Next pitch was a strike to Solis, the shortstop. Rogers, another strike, just missing April Burns. Where's your glove, Coach? Standing just outside the dugout and had to dodge a foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes now to Solis. Swing and a miss. That's the first strikeout for Rogers. 1 down in the second. That'll bring up Juarez, the third baseman. 1 on, 1 out, and 1 in. Bottom of the second, first pitch gonna miss, bouncing behind her. I like Kate Joyner's arm. She's got a good arm. Even just throwing it back to the pitcher. That is a well-practiced arm. Good throwing motion. Gonna miss inside, 2-1 now to Juarez. Rogers trying to reel it in. Gonna get a strike there. 1-2. Difficult first inning. Seems to be throwing a lot more strikes here in the second inning. Pretty pitch, grounded. Altshuler's going to make the play. Should get the out. The runner coming around all the way from second, and she'll score. Izrete flying around the bases all the way around. So we'll get a 3 unassisted on the play at first, and then the runner just didn't slow down. 2 runs in and 2 outs. Rogers just misses down low with that one. Ball and no strikes. 7-1 now, the Lady Wranglers lead. And that bouncer makes contact. They will sub the runner in for Luke, the center fielder. And with her wearing her hoodie, I can't tell who that is. Favela, the designated hitter, walked her first time. Looks at the ball. There's a runner going down to second. Throw down. She's going to be caught stealing. And that'll be the end of it. Joyner, a very good throw. I couldn't tell was that Keenan or Teeples who took the throw. But anyway, I caught stealing. We're going to say Teeples, I'm not sure, but that will be out number 3. And through 2 full innings, my book has 7-1. The scoreboard says 6-1. You're watching Highland Park Scots Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. Where's your glove, Coach?
What?
Where's your glove? You needed one over there.
I needed one. I just stuck.
Going to the top half of the 3rd inning. Kate Rogers, the pitcher, will lead it off for the Lady Scots, trailing 7-1. 38 minutes on the time limit out there, I see. She shows bunt, makes contact. It goes foul on the first pitch. Ortiz back on the mound for the Lady Wranglers. 1st and 3rd now creeping way in. Rogers looking to get on base, puts the ball in play. It stays fair, and the catcher cannot make the throw, and it rolls into the dugout. So we're going to get an easy base. Get an error on the catcher in my unofficial book, moving Kate all the way to second base. Caitlin Richard will now bat for the Lady Scots with Kate Joyner on deck, the Kate trio. Runner on second. They stole third with ease in the last inning, and they're going to try it again. Third baseman's not even on the bag. And that will be a stolen base for Rogers. Gives Richard a chance to drive in a run. She can put one in play here. And that ball goes almost to me behind the backstop. Ortiz missing way high. Again, plenty of time to come on out. That next pitch is low. It'll be 3-0 now to Richard. Joyner on deck. Ortiz pitch swung on in the air. First and pitcher and second, and and Esrete makes the play. Now, does she make the play? They're saying she never actually had control, and I don't know who to give the error on, but that'll put Richard on first and bring up Joyner. Fakes a bunt, and Joyner in the way of the catcher for Richard to steal second. Joyner threw out a runner to end the top or the bottom of the second inning. Next pitch misses down low, 2-0. Good throwing arm from Joyner. Let's see how her bat works. She walked her first time. Takes a ball inside. Every game I've worked so far this year has been on artificial turf. Pitchers and batters can't get dug in like they usually do, and that'll be a ball outside. Joyner walks again. Bases loaded now. That'll bring up Olivia Carroll, the third baseman. She was hit by a pitch her first time. She's playing sleeveless. Probably be okay this afternoon. Right now it's a little chilly. Ortiz next pitch bounces in. Joyner comes way off the bag but does not draw a throw. Rogers at third, Richard at second, Joyner on first. Ortiz next pitch comes high to the backstop and bounces back to the catcher. Altamirano is the catcher. The lineup they gave me for West Mesquite had 2 left fielders, no catcher, no first baseman. Next pitch is going to miss, 3-0 from Ortiz. Nowhere to put her, going to have to pitch to her or give her a base. And that'll be ball 4. They're trying to make a play at the plate, but that was ball 4. Runner was going to score anyway. Bases still loaded. Carroll will get an RBI. And that brings up Altschuler, the first baseman. First pitch just a little high. This is number 12 batting, not Altschuler. This is Abby O'Rourke hitting for Altschuler. Altschuler was a strikeout victim her first time. O'Rourke, 3, and ball 4 hits her. A lot of hit batters working. That's going to be an RBI for Abby O'Rourke, bringing in a run, 7-3 now. And we'll get a pitching change. And I have no number because she's wearing a hoodie. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. Okay, getting ourselves put back together now. Do not know the name of the pitcher who just went in. There's no PA. Said ground ball, and that gets through. 1 run will score. 2 runs will come in. Base hit. That was the Ava Anslinger spot in the lineup. I'm not sure if that was her because she's wearing a hoodie. That'll bring up Audrey Teeples, the second baseman. I'm going to give her a 2 RBI single on that. Bringing in 2, that's 4 runs in the inning. And then a stolen base. Teeples called out on strikes her first time. 2 on, nobody out. Swinging a ground ball foul towards third. Swing a ground ball towards second, and she'll make the play to first, but a run scores. And that's the 5-run rule in the inning for the Scots. So the Scots put 5 on the board, and that makes the score 7-6 after 2.5 innings of play. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. And with the throwdown, we're ready to go now in the bottom half of the third, 7-6. O'Rourke stays in the game and goes to first base for the Lady Scots. A couple of substitutions for the Wranglers, but they're wearing hoodies, and there's no PA announcer. We're not in a press box. I apologize to the moms and dads watching if I misidentify someone. Favela, the designated hitter, comes up first. Kate Rogers back out for the third inning. Next pitch. Oh, thought she was going to coax a swing, but Favela didn't go for it. Trunkill, the left fielder, on deck, and then Ortiz, the pitcher. Swinging a ground ball foul towards third. On deck batter misses that one. Coach has to bring it back in. It's a little chilly this morning. It's supposed to be in the 70s this afternoon. I wish it would hurry up and get there. Rogers' next pitch, swing, ball in the air. Rogers makes the play. Coming off the mound well to get that pop out, and that'll be one down. Left fielder Trunkill coming up. She walked her first time up. Joyner has to jump up out of the box to make the catch on that pitch. Rogers settled down a little bit last inning after a wild first inning, where the Wranglers got the 5-run rule. Scots did them the same favor last inning, and we're at 7-6 in the bottom of the third. 3-0 now. Rogers looking for the strike zone. There's a beautiful pitch. Just misses up high, and that'll be a walk. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the third. 7-6 game. I can't see the number. I think this is Ortiz, the pitcher, the starting pitcher. Joyner's throw is going to get away on that steal attempt. And we're going to have a play at the plate. Trunkill didn't even slow down. Took second, third, and home. She'll get 1 stolen base and an error on the catcher. Coming all the way around, making our score now 8-6. Rogers' next pitch misses. Ball and a strike now to Ortiz. Do believe that is Ortiz batting, not the girl who came in and pitched last inning in her stead. It is Ortiz. Finally get a number, 21. Swing and a miss on that one. A ball and 2 strikes now. Rogers looking to settle down. And the wind picks up and changes direction. Just misses up high. Rogers, 2-2 now. And that's going to be a called third strike. Good pitch from Kate. And that'll be 2 down. That brings up Altamirano, the catcher. She fakes bunt. Nobody's really biting. She's just trying to distract Rogers, the pitcher, again. And this time she puts it in the air, and nobody can make the play. That's going to be a bunt hit. Fell between Joyner and O'Rourke. They can't make a play to first. That'll be an infield single, bringing up Aguilar, the right fielder. First pitch is a strike. Joyner's thrown 1 out trying to steal already. Swing and a miss, that'll be 2 strikes. Rogers reeling it in now. The 0-2 just misses inside. Working fast, bounces one in, and we have a play now at second base. And again, Joyner's going to throw him out, throw down to Keenan, and that'll be a 2-6 for the put out. 3 down. Good throw from Joyner. Keenan covering for the 3rd out. 1 run does score on a walk and an ugly error that allowed her to advance all the way from first. It is 8-6 now as we go to the 4th inning. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports.
Yeah, I can do that.
Kira Airy Bufford will come up next for the Lady Scots, hitting for Naisa along the right fielder. First pitch just outside. Top half of the fourth. Oh, we get a call strike on that. 0-1 to Bufford. Long struck out in her only appearance. Foul ball to first base side. 8-6 our score. Each team has put the 5-run rule on the board once. Swinging a ball in the air towards third. Let's see, she makes the play. Juarez got under it. Didn't look too strong heading in that direction, but does make the play. That'll be one out. Now back to the top of the order. Sophie Keenan, the shortstop. First pitch misses at her feet. Nope, it hit her feet. That's twice she has been hit on the foot today. She's been hit by a pitch twice and scored a run and struck out. That'll bring up Kate Rogers, the pitcher. 1 on, 1 out. Scott's looking to even this one up with a couple of this on, and that's going to be a stolen base. Rogers takes a strike down the middle. No look at third that time. They have been running to second and third with abandon and without much defense. Third baseman now playing even with the bag. That pitch is outside. Keenan trying to draw a throw if nothing else. Third baseman still playing off the bag. 2-1 to Rogers. Swing, foul, tips that one. It'll be 2-2. Rogers struck out her first time, reached on an error last inning. Came around to score. It'll be up and away. Back here to me and Tyler. And that will advance Keenan to third. Unofficially in the book, I'm going to call that a wild pitch. 3-2 now to Rogers. Well hit into right center or left center field. That'll get down for a hit. Clean single and an RBI. And that makes it 8-7. The potential tying run now on base for the Scots. That'll bring up Caitlin Richard. Richard has walked and reached on an error. She fakes bunt and Rogers will take second base without a throw. Potential tying run now in scoring position. Richard swings through that one. 0-2 now. Ooh, swings through it for strike 3. That'll be 2 outs now. That'll bring up Kate Joyner. Joyner's walked twice and scored once. Duck on the pond would love to get that run in. Ground ball towards short. Solis having difficulty and will not make the play in time. Unofficially, that is going to be an E6. Again, my book is unofficial. Rogers advances to third. Joyner's now on first. anticipate her taking second on this first pitch. Carol, the batter, has been hit by a pitch and walked. There goes the runner. She swings through. And she goes back to first. Did not think it was a foul ball. I guess she thought it was. 0-1 now to Carol. Swings again through one, protecting the runner. No throw, and Joyner does take second base on that one. 0-2 now. Lady Wranglers ahead in the count. Carol looking to drive in the tying and lead run. She'll take that one low. A ball and 2 strikes. Potential tying and lead runs on the bags. Would love to get those in for the Scots. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will end the inning. And through 3.5 innings now, it is 8-7. The Lady Wranglers lead the Lady Scots. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game On Sports. We're at the Mesquite Softball Complex. We're on field number 1, which is the home of the Lady Wranglers. On field number 2, the Mesquite Skeeters are about to host a game. They're about to get started. There's 2 more fields behind us. They're a little bit smaller, so I think maybe those are junior high fields. Kate Rogers will come out to pitch here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. 8-7, the Lady Wranglers lead. I believe this is Aguilar, the right fielder, leading off. She's wearing a hoodie, though. If it is number 26, she walked, stole a base, and scored a run her first time. I don't think it's the same girl, though, and without a PA or a press box, I have no way of knowing who this is batting. Rogers gonna miss inside with that one. 2-0 now. How we doing, Tyler? Got a thumbs up from Tyler. A little cold, if you ask me. Rogers' next pitch, trying to induce a swing. Takes it high, 3-0. And swing and a foul on the 3-0 pitch. She's getting coached by the coach for swinging at a 3-0 pitch. It was probably going to be a strike anyway. Rogers' next pitch will miss up high. That'll be ball 4. And she now realizes she has drawn a walk. That'll bring up the top of the order the second baseman, Ezrete. We'll get a pinch runner for the pinch hitter. And the wind picks up. I didn't see the wind in the weather forecast last night. It's a lot colder than I thought it would be. First pitch, Rogers right down the middle. Joyner's throw down to second. Keenan makes the catch and the tag, but they're going to call her safe at second base. Nice throw from Joyner. Keenan on the bag, didn't make that. Just shot down the left field line, foul. One of the hardest hit balls we've had so far today. Rogers 0-2, swing and ball nubbed off the edge of the bat. Foul, swinging to protect the plate. Rogers, just a freshman. The 0-2 swing and a miss. Going to be strike 3. And that's one down. It's the first out second baseman's made today. First pitch going to miss for ball to Solis, the shortstop. Rogers makes contact with the next pitch. My scorebook is a mess. Excuse me a second while I try to catch up. Putting things in the wrong inning. That'll mess you up every time. There's a pitch, 1-1, quick, working very fast. Two on, one out. Ball up high, 2-1 now to Juarez, the third baseman. Caught a pop-up last inning. Look down to second. Joyner does not throw. Teeples over to try to coax a throw. See if they can get a runner too far off the bag. Rogers' next pitch. Gonna miss down, and that'll be ball 4, and that'll load the bases. That brings up Luke, the center fielder. First pitch, swinging, foul ball. Good pitch from Rogers. Luke getting a little hitting instruction from the third base coach. And she'll just allow that one to slam into her side and be a hit by pitch, bringing in a run. That makes the score 9-7 now in favor of the Wranglers. Favela, the designated hitter, swinging a foul down the left field line. Outfield coming back into play. Rogers' next pitch is a ball. I think some of the ball players saw the same weather report I did. They're just wearing sleeves. And that next pitch was behind the Joyner throw down to third. Carroll makes the catch but can't make the tag in time. Next pitch from Rogers. Gonna miss outside, 3-0. Rogers laboring this inning, similar to the first. Kind of reeled it in the second and third. There's a nice pitch in the air and just over Teeples at second. That'll score at least one. Let's see if we get a throw. Well, everybody moves up just one base. So it'll be an RBI single for Favela. And everybody moves up a base. 2 runs in now in the inning. 10-7. The Lady Wranglers lead the Lady Scots. Rogers' next pitch to Trunkhill, the left fielder. Well, she's walked twice. Scored a run, has a run batted in. And there's a strike, 1-1. Bases loaded, 2 in. Bottom of the 4th. That'll be up high. Good pitch from Rogers. 2-2 now. Gonna miss inside, throw down to third. It hits Juarez. and doesn't get away. Good arm from Joyner. Got Juarez on the back. She's going to have to walk it off. She'll have a bruise. And we're going to get a pinch runner. Well, you wanted to set them down. That's not necessarily the way you wanted to set them down. Juarez will be pinch run for. That's 26. That's Aguilar, who was in the lineup earlier as the right fielder. Rogers' next pitch. It'll miss, and that'll be ball 4, bringing in another run. So Aguilar gets to jog in from third. Luke now on third, Favela on second, Trunkhill on first. 3 in, that'll bring up Ortiz, the original pitcher. First pitch is a ball. Bases loaded, 1 out. There's a nice strike. Miss just down and in, 2-1 now. Runners just standing on the bags at the time. Rogers' next pitch, swinging a foul. Tipped at the plate, 2-2 now. (11-7) our score. Bottom half of the 4th. Rogers looking to set him down. Just misses inside. Ortiz has walked and struck out. Get to actually utilize the bat. Rogers' next pitch misses inside for a ball. 4 in now. Bases still loaded. Still 1 out. Altamirano, the catcher, takes a ball low. And faking the bunt, trying to get in Rogers' head. Rogers working quick, 3-0 now. And that'll be ball 4. That's going to be your 5-run rule. And that's your 5-run rule. Just a few minutes left on the clock out there. I'm not sure if the time running down counts to this game or if that's just something they do. But after 4 full innings, it is now 13-7. The Lady Wranglers lead the Lady Scots. You're watching Highland Park Lady Scots softball on Game One Sports. Top of the 5th inning now. We go with the Lady Wranglers leading 13-7. They've got another new pitcher, again wearing a hoodie, so I can't get the number with no PA. There is no way of telling who Pitcher is. Hopefully things will be better when the varsity game gets going. Abby O'Rourke will lead it off, and she lines one just out of the reach of the shortstop, and they'll throw back behind her, and she gets back in. O'Rourke with the single. Again, that's my book is unofficial. And first base position, O'Rourke takes second base. I don't get the number on the batter, her wearing a hoodie. I believe last time it was Bufford. That ball gets away, and that'll advance O'Rourke all the way now to third. Now Bufford hit for long, so this completely different batter. And Maria, I get the first name of the pitcher. She walks. That brings up Audrey Teeples, the second baseman. I recognize her as being the same one. And a stolen base. Push runners on second and third. Nobody out. Swing and a miss, but here comes the runner from third. O'Rourke scores with ease. That'll make it 13-8. And the other runner moves up to third. Time has run out. They said they will finish the at-bat. Teeples lines it foul towards the third base dugout. Sophie Keenan on deck. 2-2 now to Teeples, and that'll miss. We'll get a play at the plate. They can't make the play, the run scores. 13-9 now. Full count on Teeples. Standing well back in the box. And look like a hitter, and it does. She'll get to go to first. Don't think it bruised her. They finished the at-bat, not the inning, and this one is over. 13-9 will be the final score. The Lady Wranglers defeat the Lady Scots by that 13-9 score. For Tyler Presley, I'm Rob Davis. Thanks for watching Highland Park Scots JV softball on Game On Sports.